Hi, Tahir.
Hi, Jordan. Great to see you. Great to see your
Good
team.
to see you. Hey, Jason. You can see their names, right? Oh, yeah, it's all there. Okay.
Yes. You click on attendees and you can see the names.
Yeah. So give me 1 minute. I'll be back.
Sure. Meanwhile, my hi to Jason, Jonathan, and Dee. Great to have you all on this session.
Hello, Tahir.
Hi. Hello. So, how are you all doing, and how was your day? Talk to me. So, while you're waiting for others to come, if
Yeah,
you want, yeah.
it's great. It's a busy
Lovely.
day.
I love busy days. Yeah, busy is nice.
Right. So Jonathan, Yana is here.
Yes.
Yeah, we just ended our leaders meeting just now. Before we come here, just to ensure everything is fine. So Yana, I share with you. Yeah, she's here. Oh yeah. Can I record? Oh yeah, you're already recording. Cool.
I am.
Oh, cool. All right. So yeah, Jason is he was my junior who came together from Sabah, but he is from Selangor. And then Jonathan is also with me for many years since he graduated from Southampton. And Caroline also, she was, wow, I was so touched. Caroline this morning shared a very touching post. I'll tag you after I respond. I saw it, but I was too busy to say anything. So she shared about the fact that she was very struggling with English and everything. Yeah. So that post was super touching. Yeah. And Dime, my dear Dime, she was always there in Singapore. Just happened and JP and all. Yeah, she was the super super lady all around with me. Yeah. Thank you, Tahir, for doing this for us. We are
My pleasure.
super thankful. Yeah. Okay, CG is in.
I'm excited, man. I'm excited to be seeing your team. I'm excited to be doing this session with you because you guys need to know that Jordan is amazing. I think you all know that. So I'm doing it because Jordan asked me to do it, and I love his commitment, dedication, and I want to make sure that today I can collectively help the team go to the next level.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Is it
So while we are
raining at
waiting,
your side?
it stopped raining. It was raining, but it has stopped raining, which is not so nice. I love rain. So I come from Dubai, so I love rain. So yeah, if it rains in Dubai, honestly, I'm not kidding. It comes in the newspaper, yeah. It drizzles, so it's a big deal. So I'm in Kuala Lumpur right now, so I enjoy every drop of rain. Just so you know that, yeah.
Okay. Few days when you outside is a bit crazy these few days. When it rains, it's thunderstorm.
Yes,
My side also.
that one. Like I love thunderstorm too. So beautiful view. I mean, if you have a nice view, it looks like God is talking to you. You know, real time.
Yeah. So I already sent all the information of you guys. I did a summary, of course. Do you like my Facebook link? I don't think you have time to click, right?
Oh, I was studying some of them, Jordan, because it's important for me. An average millionaire has to spend at least $500 an hour when they're working. So if I'm going to give an hour of my time, I want to be sure that I study all of you so I can help you answer your questions and talk to you in the best possible way. Because time is the biggest commodity we all have. Money we can lose and make. Time we can lose, but we cannot make back on time. Yeah. So that's why I studied all of you quite thoroughly in as much time I possibly had.
Yeah.
So Jordan, are we waiting for any more to join us, or this is the
Yeah,
group?
sorry. KK is coming. Yana, the leaders, are all the rest coming, or shall we start?
Vincent is coming also.
Okay. Jordan, your side, Yvonne is together with you, right? So it's counted. She's
Yes.
there. Okay. Okay, KK is here. Vincent.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
KK, just now all of us sing one song each already. So now it's your turn.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, that's great.
Wait, Vincent couldn't find the link. Let me send to him.
I sent
And
to Messenger
send him
already.
the password as well with the
Okay.
link, the password, because Zoom started passwords from yesterday, which is a nice thing, I think.
Lily and who is coming?
Helen.
Are they coming?
Yeah.
Oh,
So while Jordan is figuring out who is coming, any of you who are already here, ask me anything you want to ask. I'm right here.
Yep.
While you're waiting.
Give me a second.
And while you're waiting, grab your diaries, guys. I have mine. I'll be taking notes. So make sure you take some notes, although we are recording it, but when you take notes and write things down, it gives a different impact and a different message to your brain.
Okay.
And Jordan, if you feel anything I say that needs to be translated in the local language, please
okay.
do that. And I will be more than happy to stop and you can translate.
All right.
To
That's
get
cool.
across.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think CG can do for me as well. Translation, right?
Any one of you. So I'm just going to give a quick introduction while we have some of our friends joining in. And if you have any questions, I'm going to actually unmute all of you. Yeah, so I've unmuted all of you, and you can mute yourself if you want. So that way we don't have echoes. And if you want to talk, you can unmute yourself as well. Yeah, so that would be good.
Yep.
Okay, good. So I'm just going to, Jordan, sorry. I like the thumbs up. Yeah, good.
Do you need me to lock the meeting room or can we continue?
We can lock them definitely. But again, if you have someone who needs to come in, just give them, I don't know, just check. We don't want someone important to be left out. So I'll leave that for you, Jordan. You decide on that.
All right.
You lock them, you let them know. So you're all logged. You can't go anywhere else.
Okay, sorry. Tahir, come.
Okay, so I just want to tell you a little bit about me. I'm not Malaysian. I am from Dubai. I grew up in Dubai for 30 years. I was in America for 4 years, and now I'm living in Malaysia for a couple of years now. So in regards to, so I do a lot of things, and I don't want to get into that, but my biggest breakthrough in life, and I'm 39 years old, by the way. My biggest breakthrough in life happened when I was 25 years old in the real estate industry in Dubai. And that's how I became a millionaire. And that's how I was able to create 100 self-made millionaires in 1 year, in 12 months, self-made. So I became a millionaire at the age of 27 in the real estate industry, and life changed. You know, I've written a book, I run an academy, I do 5 different businesses, all of them are $1 million businesses. Real estate for me was over $1 billion in sales. So why am I telling you all this is because it's very important for you to listen and focus on exactly what I'll share with you and ask me questions. All I request today in the next few minutes is give me your 100%. 100%. Yeah, good. Can we do that? Can we give 100%? Focus on me, ask me everything. Awesome, awesome, great. Jordan, anything else you want to say before we get started?
I want to thank Tahir for doing this. Tahir will never do any free seminar. So this is like super good session for us. It's free of charge, but Tahir is like my super coach. He always give me a lot of insights where I never see in my life. So please take this good opportunity. Ask any question. Really give your 100% to learn whatsoever that you need. All right.
Good. Well, thank you. And it's true. You've heard this thing called there's nothing free in life. For me, it's giving my time up for all of you, so we can grow in life and do something with it. And what inspired me to give this free session is one person, and that's Jordan. So I'm really he's one of my students in mentoring and coaching on wealth and real estate, and you will see the difference in terms of where he is and where he will be within the next 90 days as we move forward. And I want to extend that to all of you on this session, okay? That's very important. Cool. All right, so I'm going to talk about, Jordan, I'm going to get started now, okay? We're good,
All right,
right?
cool. Let's do
Absolutely
it.
fantastic. All right, so here we go. I want to talk about the market you are in right now, okay? So if 30 days ago you were not making money, if 30 days ago you were not making money, or you were making money, it's going to get worse if you don't do anything about it. That's rule number one. And I don't want to be negative, but I want to be real. Big difference, right? Negative is a person who opens the CNN and keeps seeing how many people die. And all he does is he stresses out. All he sees is a market crash. I don't want you to be that person. I want you to understand the reality and then live in that reality. Okay? So number one, the market is going to get tough. Tough for whom? The market is going to get tough for people who are in denial that nothing is happening, everything is okay. Everything is not okay. You all know that. But when you realize, so step number one, acceptance. What are we discussing? Mindset coaching. 80% of your business is psychology. 80% of your sales is psychology. Take this from a guy who has built, I don't know, $13 million businesses, $1 billion in sales in the real estate. So take this from a guy, 80% is psychology. The person who is the most educated doesn't make the most money. Now, I'm not saying don't get educated, okay? Education is important. Knowledge is power. That's what we were told in school. No, it's not true. That was a lie. Knowledge is potential power. It only becomes power when you execute, take action about what you learn. I'll repeat that. If you do not take any action, I'd rather have you learn little and do more than learn everything and do nothing. The millionaires I created in the real estate industry, you know, one thing they had, hunger. Write this word down, hunger. They were hungry. They didn't care. They didn't care about the knowledge. They learned by a crash course. They were so hungry that what a normal person would learn in a month, they would learn in a day. How is that possible? By taking action. It's like swimming. Real estate is like swimming. You can only learn that much in a book, in a Zoom call, in a classroom. Just like to swim, you need to jump into the pool. That's when the real class starts. You know, when does the real class in real estate start? When you're face to face with your client. That's when the real class starts. Your knowledge means nothing if you're face to face with a client and you're like, oh my God, how do I do this? That's execution. I'll teach you today a bit on the mechanics of success and mindset. So understand 80% is psychology. So Richard Branson, multi-billionaire. Tony Robbins, multi-billionaire. all of them are giving you the same message. 80% of any business, 80% of any sales is psychology. Okay? Especially in real estate. Now, once you have got your psychology right, see, no one can control your psychology. The market cannot control your psychology. I'll give you an example. The stock market lost $10 trillion in America. Do you know that Malaysian ringgit is collapsing? Did you even know that? That your own currency is collapsing? Your own currency has lost over 35% of its value in 3 weeks. In 3 weeks, 35% gone. A dollar was 3.9 ringgit. Go and check today. Maybank 4.447 to a dollar today morning. So understanding the reality of it is important. Acceptance. Point number 2 is, but you have to learn what a winning psychology is. The word is winning psychology. I was fortunate enough to be one of the students of Robert Kiyosaki. My problem, and this is in the year 2004, I'll tell you about my failures, guys. And this is being recorded because I'm not ashamed of them, because I am who I am because of that. And I'll share with you so you don't repeat the same mistakes and do better than me. That's the idea. So Robert Kiyosaki was my teacher, 2004. He was teaching me things I didn't care. Why? I was making money. I was happy. I'm like, what is he going to teach me? Arrogant. That was me. Till I lost the millions. Wall Street collapsed. 2008, 2009. Oh, I learned so quick. You can't imagine. Failure becomes a very good teacher. So you need to understand that. Hold on. I need to put this on silent. Sorry for that. So failure becomes a very good teacher. Okay? That's extremely important to understand. Okay? So let's go back. Learn. Ask intellectual questions. But the psychology of winning is understand the reality. In the next 4 weeks, your life, your market is going to get worse financially. So when you open any channel, bad, loss, this, no buyer, no nothing. Okay? So here's the first lesson of winning psychology. Write this down. Cash is the king. In the real estate market, the guy who is holding the cash is the king. Anyone can tell me who is holding the most cash right now. Very simple answer. The highest amount of cash is held in Malaysia by whom? Anyone?
Is it bank?
Correct. Absolutely, 100% correct. Awesome. Keep it up. Correct. It's the bank, right? So when someone comes and tells you, oh my God, I need a property, guess what you need to look at? Poor mindset looks at commissions. Now, there's nothing wrong in commissions, but poor mindset focuses on commission. I want you to focus on the client. I don't want you to focus on the golden egg. I want you to focus on the golden goose. You want your commission one time or you want again and again? Poor real estate brokers focus on, here's the property, here's the buyer. Thank God I made commission. Very small thinking. Focus on the client. Have coffee, lunch, dinner, whatever. Focus on your client. Which client? Cash is the king. That's rule number 1. The client to whom bank gives the money. The client who has the money. The client who has assets. That's winning psychology. Cash is king. Right now, you are in a market where all of us, me, Jordan, everyone, Jonathan, every one of us had to give up something. Correct? By force. Our freedom to go out. We are confined by force in an area. We didn't have a choice. We gave up something. But in this moment, guess what a lot of real estate people are saying? Oh, 14th April, then it's okay. Then I will start working. Are you kidding me? would your landlord, would your food, would your loved ones, everyone wait till 14th April for you to make money? Why? Why would you follow everyone and then think you should be in 1% making the most money? Life doesn't work that way. Agree? You have to think and follow the people who are in 1%. Is it hard? Yes. Making money will be hard. Why will it be hard? Because the recession is happening around the world. Coronavirus was not enough that the Wall Street is collapsing, the stock market is collapsing, some banks will collapse, airlines are collapsing. All of this is happening. You don't live in the world that existed 30 days ago. Acceptance. Accept it. The sooner you accept it, the better you will perform, the more money you will make. March was my best month ever. Can any one of you believe this? March was my best month ever in terms of sales and performance. How? We were forced into a lockdown. I was traveling to 3 different countries. How was March my best month ever? Because I was preparing for this moment for 10 years. If you see any of my speeches from last year, I was telling everyone, recession is coming, get ready. Recession is coming, get ready. And now it came so quick, we didn't even know how it happened. Most people don't even know what I'm talking about. They're like, no, everything is going to be perfect after 14th April. No, it won't be perfect. So understand that you're in a market. You're now in a very unique market. Amateur real estate agents will die. They will never come back. They will die. They will disappear. They will be gone. They will drive a Grab. They will do anything else, but they will not do real estate. Amateurs. Amateurs will not survive this. Average, half of them will die, half of them will see. Let's see what happens. So who are you left with? Professionals. Now, if you're thinking, oh my God, I need to learn so much and do so much, no. Yes and no. 80% is what? Psychology. When was the last time you picked up a phone or thought about real estate and said, I'm a professional? Just like a doctor, just like an engineer, just like a lawyer, just like a pilot. Have you ever seen a pilot take off, say, I don't know, let's see what happens? No, he doesn't have that luxury of choosing because he's a professional. He has to be the best. Have you ever seen doctors do that? I mean, some bad ones do that, but generally the occupation requires you to be a professional. Someone's life is at stake. Engineers building bridges and dams and all of that, someone's life is at stake. So in real estate, you need to learn how to be a professional. Guess who makes the most money in real estate? Professionals. Who makes the most money? Professionals. So the question is, where are the professionals? You'll find 10 different professionals, 10 different strategies. But let's talk about mindset first. Are you operating today? I mean, we are in 3rd week of lockdown, right? The movement control order, that's what you call it in Malaysia, the MCO. So 3rd week, right? I am more busier today than I was 3 weeks ago. I've got business owners coming to me, oh my God, I don't know what to do. People with mental issues coming to me saying, oh my God, you know, I'm frustrated being in a home. So much going on, right? My market just went up. The psychology is, I probably, I'm not sure, would have never done a free session if it was not Jordan, if we were not in an MCO, correct? Yeah, MCO. If we were not in a lockdown, I probably wouldn't do it. My heart is bleeding to see how many people are suffering now and how many will suffer in the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. And I'm not just talking about the ones who have viruses. I have 4 of my relatives in New York who had viruses. One was hospitalized. Luckily, all of them are safe and are recovering. There was no life threat. One had a life threat, but they're recovering. That gave me the power to go and help some more people, to feed some more people, to educate some more people, even if it's for free. That is where the psychology is important. I'm not waiting that hopefully if I do something for free, I'll get something back. No, be bigger than that. Even as a real estate agent, be bigger than that. Why? Because there is, you know how much money is in the real estate market? Yeah, a couple of billion Malaysian ringgit is in the market of real estate. Someone is getting that money. Someone is getting 1%, 2%, 3% of that money every month, every week. Why is that not you? Winning psychology. Do more. So here's the second point. Do so much for your customer, your client, that they start thinking, oh my God, I will never go anywhere else. I'll stick with this agent. Can you do that? Yes. Will you lose some customers? Yes. The ones who are trying to cut you, you will lose them. That's okay. But you'll get the right ones. When I used to do real estate, because I did real estate development, but I started as a real estate agent, to be honest, as a freelancer, even before I became a property real estate owner. Over 400 employees working for me, all on my payroll, yeah, not freelancers, all on my payroll. I would reward the person who would go and do the most for the clients. I would also reward the one who did the sale, but I would go and reward the person who went out of his or her way to take care of their clients, because that's how I got my clients. I had clients when they showed up in Dubai, my driver would be there at the airport picking them up. If I could, given the time and the clients I had, I did. Think smarter, innovate, become creative here. Why? Because when your clients look at you, they can see you. They will know they will know if you are doing this to make your extra 1%, or they will know if your heart is with them. For that, if you need to learn more, educate more, disturb Jordan and your team leaders more, do it. This is called moving forward in a direction. Jordan, I want you to come in now, just to be sure that our friends who may not understand English very well, if they can understand me, or if I'm too fast.
All right. Everyone okay with the speed of Tahir? I think they are all quite feeling it, right? Yvonne, 可以吗 ？Ellen 可以吗？
Hey.
Okay, she's feeding her baby. I feel quite touched by that. Ellen, you okay?
It's okay.
一点。
OK，你有需要我翻译还是有问题的话，立刻问 OK？
OK。
Okay, all right, good.
Awesome. All right, thanks, Jordan. All right, so do you see what's happening right now? Because it will become really bad. It's gonna get, if you knew it's gonna get messy, are you ready? Are you ready for what? Are you ready to have 80% psychology that there's money right now? There are investors right now looking for amazing deals. Where are they? They are waiting for you. So this is where the law of attraction works. You attract who you become. Write this down. You attract who you become. So if you're attracting crap, oh boy, we need to work on that. Once in a while, you will attract the wrong people. I understand that. Not majority of the time. I don't have people who come to me and say, Tahir, I'm losing money in real estate. I don't have time for that. I've got investors right now. Dubai bought $60 million worth of properties. Dubai. They're telling me, let's look at Malaysia in the next 6 months. Great friends of mine. Why? I asked them, why do you want to look at Malaysia? He says, of course, because recession is coming and because you are here. You understand. You attract who you become. So if you're like, but if you tell Jordan, I don't have my buyers. Okay. So how much energy, effort, time did you spend looking for buyers? I'll give you an example. When I started real estate as a freelancer, because I don't like to do a job for anyone, so I didn't want to work for anyone. I had real estate companies. When I started doing good deals, they came and told me, we'll give you a salary. I said no. And when one of the real estate owners said, I'll make you my partner, I said yes. Because I don't like the whole job idea. And again, nothing against people who have jobs. If they love it, they love it. My first real estate deal, Hungary. My friend was doing real estate part-time. Okay, listen to this story, true story. I think I've never shared this from stage. I think so. So this is a treat for you. My first real estate deal, I think it was the year 2003 or 2004, I can't remember. My friend who brought me into the real estate did a full-time job with Dubai airports. So I didn't have a job. Yeah. So I was like, okay. And he's like, oh my God, I need to go to a job. And I'm like, shit, give me your client. I'll take care of your client. He's like, but you're new, Ian, you know. I'm like, it's okay. You've taught me some things. Let me go with it. Went, okay. Now in Dubai, when you're doing real estate, this was a property which was not ready. I think the price was 2 million ringgit. Okay, 2 million ringgit, freehold property, 2 million ringgit villa. Okay, now the villa is not ready. So the buyer comes. I'm like, okay, now my knowledge very new. Huh? I think 3 weeks in real estate. So how much knowledge did I have? So the buyer said, I want to see the villa. So I'm like, done deal. I'm in my suit and you name it, you know, Dubai, yeah, really neat. So I'm like, okay, done deal. So I take out my jacket, put it in there. I roll my pants, yeah, because it's a lot of sand. Dubai has a lot of sand. So, and I started walking and I told my friends, customers, wait, I'll open the villa for you. I didn't even know the protocol and the rules at that time. 3 weeks in business, 3 weeks in real estate. And I opened and somehow I managed to open the villa, show them. I didn't talk much. I didn't know much. But my customers then told my friend afterwards, because I was not dealing with them, said, oh my God, this agent is amazing. And my friend asked, really? Because my friend is thinking about knowledge. My friend doesn't know what just happened, right? And the agents were, the customers told, oh my God, because this guy, we saw what he was doing. It's so hot. And he took out his jacket and he was showing us the villa because I cared. Now, I'm not saying care and screw them. No. I'm saying care and give them everything you've got. Right now, I'm giving you everything I've got. If you would have paid me $1,000 or free, I'm giving you everything I've got. No difference. Understand that. Why? Because it defines me. It defines my performance. That's why. Whether you take action or not, but that's who I am. That's why. Can you all do that as a real estate broker when you're with your clients? Can you stop for a while thinking how you will run your kitchen? Can you think of every client in your list? Jordan, you should do this as a homework with your team. What is that insane value you give each client? Not value, because everyone else is giving value. Insane value for which your client will remember you. It could be a small good deed, right? So what is that? Until you don't get that right, your client will not be yours. Your client will just jump and go somewhere else. Why? Because 80% is also psychology for clients. You think everyone buys property because it makes perfect numbers? No. Numbers should add up, don't get me wrong. But what more do you bring to the table than just numbers? That defines the difference between you and your clients. Today, I have a database of, I think, over 7,000 clients of mine from Dubai, real estate investors. Why? Because it's important to me. My investment was not in my time at that time. Your investment in real estate should be on your client. And you will lose them. You will lose some of them. So what I'm teaching you is not like, okay, I'm going to give everything to my client, and if he does not buy from me, I'll kill him. No. Okay? So don't do that. Okay? Stop saying, if I do this, I should get that. Think bigger, guys. Because only the guys who think big and do big will get more. Believe that there is billions of dollars in the market. You need only a couple of thousand ringgit to run your kitchen. My biggest deal, my hands were shaking at that time, that I had to sign a check for. You know what was the amount of my biggest deal for which I signed a check for? I will give you the amount in US dollars, yeah? So the biggest deal for which I had to sign the check for was 108 million US dollars. My hands were shaking. Today, I can do it like that. $108 million, one deal. Massive, like 3 ground plus 30, 1 ground plus 92 that I was building in UAE. My hands were shaking, but my hands were also shaking when I got my first commission check of, I think, 20,000 ringgit. Back then, that was a lot of money for me. And then I was thinking, wow, so all I have to be is nice to my clients, learn a little bit about properties, and move forward. So yeah, I had clients who were not nice to me. I had clients who left me, and that's okay. I don't even bother thinking about it because there are so many nice people out there in the world. If you give your heart to them and a good deal, they will not just buy one time from you. They will stay with you. They will become your ambassadors saying, look how good Jordan is, buy from him because he will take care of things for you when things go bad. They will tell how amazing Jordan is and how much they can trust Jordan. And you understand in this market how hard it is to get clients. Every client I had became my ambassador. You know how much less work I had to do marketing other properties in core markets when I was investing all my energy in my clients? They were my walking ambassadors. A person who buys a condominium, a person who rents a studio apartment, a person who buys a floor or a building, what kind of contacts they have? And why will they even bother giving you their contacts? What did you do so special? It's a good question to ask, right? What did you do so special? And that is why it's important. So what I'm teaching you right now is add insane value, not value, insane. Your client should say, are you sure you want to do this for me? Pick me up or whatever it is. I don't know what it is. Ask Jordan what it is. But your client should be shocked in a positive way. Yep. And that separates you from the other 99%. See? It may not give you a deal tomorrow. It can. It may not. But don't wait for that. So can you imagine doing this every day for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days? What will happen? You will be so busy in a recession market that you won't have time to breathe. And you'll be making a lot of money. That's what's going to happen. That I can tell you as a fact. See, a lot of people talk about failing, right? Oh, I did that and I did that and I did that and it didn't work. Success leaves clues behind, right? So does failing. Failing also leaves clues behind. For example, if I was your coach in real estate right now, I'll ask you a simple question. I won't even ask you how much money you made. I'll just ask you, show me your appointments and calendar. You show me that, I'll show you how much money you made or how much money you did not make. Show me that, not what you learned. Theory will not give you money. I don't know, I want to ask Jordan, and I think I know the answer, but Jordan can tell me, if we did a quiz in IQI and you got 100 out of 100 on knowledge, how much is your commission? See, you get a commission when the deal is closed, regardless of how much knowledge you have. Again, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying be naive. I'm saying get knowledge, but take action. For me, folding my trousers and walking in the sand was more knowledge than I could have ever got. I went into the heads of my investors to understand how they think. How? By having a nice cup of tea and coffee with them. That's how. So what are you looking for in a deal? What do you do? Because I was new, man. I was 1 week old in real estate. I didn't even know what real estate was. But I was hungry. I was ready to learn. And when they were talking, this is what I was doing. And they used to look at me. they would look at me and say, what are you taking notes for? I didn't tell them. I said, no, I just want to learn. And then I would go home and see, so now when I look for a property, this is what investors look for. That's how we calculate return on capital. That's how we get bank loans. So then I started learning. No mentors back in 2004 and 5. We didn't have Facebook and social media the way it is today. We didn't. We learned the hard way. Spend time with them, go out. That was the only way to do it. So that's the next question for you. Show me your income. Show me your calendar. I'll show you your income. Right? Now, you have an amazing program that helps you with knowledge. What I feel you lack is plan of action. In my group, the Unstoppable group, and you can ask Jordan because he's going through personal coaching with me. Guess what I'm asking him? I never asked him, Jordan, how knowledgeable you are. Because I know that has nothing to do with income. I'm not a lawyer, but I have a criminal lawyer who works for me. I don't do stocks, but I've got a professional who I pay who manages it for me. My area of expertise is real estate. My area of expertise is cryptos. That's my area of expertise. My area of expertise is investments and wealth management. Sales and marketing. That's my area of expertise. That's what I get paid for. Everything else I leverage, I source out. Some of you are saying, but Tahir, you have the money. Correct. I do. And if you don't have the money, guess who you need to do? Guess what you need to do? You need to do all this by yourself. You have to start somewhere. Remember the guy who pulled his trousers and was walking on the sand? That was me. You have to start somewhere. Correct? So it will be a buyer's market. It already was a buyer's market, Malaysia. It will become much of a buyer's market. I'm going to give you a tip right now. Write this down, guys. Cash is king, right? We all agreed with that. So when you're looking for your buyer, guess what you want to look at. One of the areas where you want to become really good is figure out how much loan they can get. Get 5 agents, property, mortgage agents from the bank. Tell each one of them, I don't care if you're going to give me a kickback, but I want you to service my buyer. That's what I did. When I was doing $100 million a month in sales, in real estate, you know how many banks? Every bank in Dubai wanted to talk to me. And this is what I told them. I told them, service my buyers. If you can service my buyer and be professional in your industry, I will refer you to the buyer with or without the kickback. I don't care about that. Why? Because my real estate became a one-stop shop for the buyer. Nice cup of coffee. I would call the bank guy. I did my due diligence. Bank guy comes in. Yes, no, And I will not just wait for one bank guy. I'll let 3 come at the same time, one by one. My buyer was spoiled for choices. He didn't want to go anywhere else. If you can offer your clients today that can save them time and hassle, you will get paid. You know, the hassle of going to the bank, if you can find a way to do that, that's where you need to get creative. Cash is the king. As the market gets tighter, who has the money? The bank has the money. Now, my question to you is, ask you yourself, write this down. What is your relationship with the bank? Wow, that's a good question. If they're buying properties, right? What is your relationship with the bank? If you can't think of 5 bank agents that can help you with your buyer, you're doing bad in building a relationship with the bank. You want to work on that. 1 relationship, 2 relationships. Even if that means you're going to take out time, Zoom calls or otherwise, do that. Why? Because when the buyers come and they need a loan, you should know exactly who you should send them to. That's powerful, guys. You have no idea how much money you would make by saving their time. That guy is the king. He's the buyer. He has the cash. The person who has the cash, you build a good relationship with that person, right? Most of us don't do that. Most of us don't even think about that. Build a good relationship with cash. Who has the cash? The bank has the cash. Figure out where those brokers are, mortgage brokers. Sit with them. Tell them that, come on, man, give me the basics. What do I need to look for? Right? And that's it. If you're renting apartments or helping people rent, same thing. What are they looking for? Negotiate with the landlords. Tell them that, no, you need to look for this because the market has gone down. The market has changed. And then go and service your buyers. Rental would be a tough market with what's happening. Understand the laws that the country is announcing. If the country says, guys, if you have mortgage, you don't need to pay, guess what you all should be doing? You all should take your list of buyers and call each one of them one by one. Hey, I've got good news for you. Maybe they already know the news. Who cares? You making a call telling them, guess what, you don't have to pay your mortgage, shows that you care about them. Because the deal is over. You got your commission. Now what? Don't keep them, man. Keep these guys with you. It's a lot of work. But this work will save you a lot of time going out and looking for buyers. So where's your list of buyers? When was the last time you really saw a smile on their face when they bought the property or they rented the property and you said, here's my card. I would love if you could give me 2 referrals. I would appreciate that. And if they do, and if you close someone, take them out for a nice dinner. See, unfortunately, people have stopped doing that. That's 80% psychology. I know real estate brokers, and I've done so many real estate trainings here, even in Malaysia, and it's true in Dubai as well, or in USA. They're so focused on commission and what they can offer that they forget the big picture. They are so focused on making 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 ringgit from a deal. They work so hard, they struggle, and then they make the money. But they lose the big picture. I'm teaching you how to work smart. Work hard, but work smart as well. And see the line of buyers that will come to you. So that's another part that is important. 1 hour is not enough.
So, Tahir, do you mind I translate this a bit in case some of our mates? This is super important.
Please
so,
do that.
One of the things I wanted to highlight to everyone that when I'm quite blessed, 我蛮幸运的 during 这个 period, Yana, sorry about that. So 在这个 period 我可以认识到和 start 这个 coaching with Tahir. 所以今天其实最大的东西是要给你们感受得到为什么。除了我自己可以在这个MCO 的时候可以这样子的去 commit 之外，我觉得如果没有他的话，我不能 push on 到3个星期还是精力满满的，因为他是那个 top 1% 的人 ，where 他的思维和他给我的那个回复和全部东西都很跟其他的不管是 leader 也好，其他的人，甚至是我认识的顾客都不一样。你不要忘记他是one of the multi-millionaire。where 他的思维是这样的话，其他很多这 top end 的顾客都是这样子。我觉得今天他给我们那3个 idea， 如果你 connect 起来，已经是超棒了。第一个就是要记得我们的 client 是 king 嘛，然后 cash 是 king。cash king 的话 ，bank 是最重要的东西上。刚才记得我们讲说那个要给 client 一个很 insane 的一个 service 和added value 的东西嘛，对不对？所以我觉得如果我们把这个东西绑进去，注重到那几个重要的 point 的话在这个这样简单看起来很简单的东西去 apply 的话，会帮助到很多。where 我们的顾客会在这个时候会很 appreciate that 我们不是想着要去 close a deal， 而是要给他 service， 而且在这个当儿你跟他 communicate 当儿就可以给你一个很大的机会去 build 你的 relationship 跟这个顾客。然后最重要的是，我要你们感受得到Tahir 的那个。思维他那个 passion 和他教我们的时候，他不是想着说他为了 coach， 你想象他只收我1000块 USD， 他是要赚我那1000块吗？不是的，对他来讲是他要看到我的 result。although 对我来讲是很难给 result， 因为这个 MCO period 我刚跟他开始过后就中这个东西啊，但是过后1个月就中这个东西，然后加上 IQI transition 这些，但是我是真的是很幸运有他的存在。我才有很多的动力，我才可以 attract 到好像 CJ 他刚才讲 law of attraction， 我才可以 attract 到我自己的 brother 这样的人来 join 我们。因为 on the basis of 我很相信，只要你的思维绑对的话，你去跟对的人学习，去跟对的人参与的话，你可以看到这个 period 可以做到很多东西。这是我要你们感受到的东西。Alan， 你听得懂吗？ Alan 大哥，听得懂吗？KK，
懂。
全部可以啊？OK，Thank you, Tahir。
My pleasure, Jordan. That sounded cool. I have no clue what you were talking about, but hey, that sounded cool. By the way, there's something else. When you are closing a deal, and we won't have time to do this today, also understand your body language is extremely important, whether you're on a video call or whether you're physically in front of your client. If your body language is exhausted, your client doesn't care how good or bad your day was, right? Why? Because they're just there for that. So when you are in the game, you're in the game. You're straight, you're firm. You never see people who are successful working like losers. You don't see that happen, regardless of how the day was. I was with Pitbull, very famous singer, and we were in Las Vegas with Tony Robbins, Pitbull, Eric Worre, and he comes up on stage, 15,000 people, boom, 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 people are excited. He gives a speech, and guess what I found out? I found out that he was traveling for over 12 hours. And what shocked me was he's Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, a very famous rapper. He's Pitbull. 12 hours and he has that energy. Oh my God. What drives him? Okay. So successful people make it look easy, but it's not. This is my 6th session today. And I've done 5 or 6 countries. I was telling Jordan about it. And I'm not even half day through. After this, I'm going to Europe because Europe wakes up for me. And I'll be as excited now as I will be at 12 o'clock midnight because of what I have in my mind. 80% is psychology. So here are a few things I want to give before we wrap this up, and then we'll do a Q&A as well. So what do you need to start over? We are in a recession, accept the fact. Now, it doesn't matter if you have 10 ringgit in your bank or 10 million ringgit in your bank. It doesn't matter. Start over. It doesn't matter. Start over. Number 1, be honest to yourself. Number 2, discipline yourself. You're at home. No one to report to. Switch off the camera. Go and watch Netflix. I don't know. Discipline yourself, guys. Because it's your loved one's life at stake. Right? Discipline yourself. Number 3, this is hard. Number 3, take yourself to zero. What is the meaning of zero? How many of you were in the 2008? Well, you guys didn't even have a recession in Malaysia in 2008. How would you even know what that is like? I'll give you an example what that is like. A recession is like a tsunami. Okay? Tsunami is very physical. Recession is not. Recession is very silent. You don't see it happening, but everyone is panicking around you. 10 million Americans have lost their job in 3 weeks. You know, it's the highest ever in the history of 250 years of history of America. It's the highest. Take yourself to zero, guys, because you're not in the same situation you were 30, 60 days ago. You're not. And you'll realize when the lockdown opens up. How many people are going jobless? Grateful you're still with IQI. 2.5 million Malaysians would lose job in the next few weeks to come. Wow. That's number 3. Take yourself to zero. Go all out. Okay? By taking yourself to zero, it also means that you are now going to give your 100%, 150%. You know what happens after 100%? It starts to hurt. Your body starts getting tired. That's when you know something inside you is changing forever. I used to do 18, 19, 20 hours of real estate in Dubai in June, July. You know what is the weather like in July in Dubai in real estate? It goes to 54 degrees Celsius. 54. At 36, I know how hot it gets in Malaysia. Try 54 in a desert showing a property. I used to have 3 shirts in my car because it doesn't look you're all sweaty, right? And 3 shirts were not enough in a car. When I was doing that, take yourself to zero. Start from there. Make this your day 1 today. Point number 4, define what's important and what is unimportant. What was important 30, 60, 90 days ago, today changed because the world has changed. People are still following the old formula of what was important to them 60 days ago. They will be in pain if they're not in pain already. So define what is important and what is unimportant. It's extremely important. Next, point number 5, make a list of assets and liabilities. Hold on to your cash. Don't go and buy the next smartphone, even if you have the money. Hold on to it. It would be important. Number 6, very important. Take inventory of your time. Team leaders, seniors on this session, Jordan, take inventory of your time and their time. Your calendar is your boss. I always tell this. If you're a freelancer agent, your calendar is your boss. If you're not getting a full salary, or even if you are getting a full salary, your calendar is your boss. Take inventory of your time. On 1st of every month, I have to look at my last 30 days calendar. What happened? Which meetings gave me the money? Which meetings did not give me the money? Where did I not spend my time wisely? Where could have I done it better? Why? Because the biggest investment is time, right? So take inventory of that time. You see, to be a millionaire, if that's what you want to be, your average income, 8 hours of work, 5 days a week, should be $500 an hour or 500 ringgit an hour. Take inventory of your time. Where are you spending that time? Point number 7, take inventory of all your contacts, all of them, every single one of them. If you are 1 month old in real estate, 1 year old in real estate, 3 years old in real estate, grab a book like this. I mean, I'm old school. If you're on Excel, and start putting the inventory together. Contacts, people who bought from you, one list, people who you showed who did not buy from you, another list. Everyone needs a real estate. We know that, right? I'm under a roof right now talking to you in a particular real estate. Everyone needs real estate, whether it's buying or renting, correct? Take inventory of your contacts. Your contacts are your assets. That's the money right there. Put it down so you can see them. Don't keep them here. Mind is delusional. Good days it's excited, bad days it thinks life is over, right? So put them here. So you can make your eyes and your mind aligned with your contacts. And you're stuck, you don't know, get the expert in your company, in your team. Tell guys, Jordan, I have that guy, how do I meet them? How do I close them? Think creatively. Point number 8, make hard decisions. You're already making hard decisions. 2 people cannot be in the same car, even for grocery shopping. That's hard. The government has asked you to do that, right? For good reasons. Make hard decisions for yourself as well. If we are in such a world and situation right now, how hard are you working today? So if you were working 3 hours a day, 5 hours a day, commit to yourself, I'm going to put 7, 8 hours. Before the lockdown, I was doing half of my time. Now I've doubled my time. Do you think I do this for money? No. Money comes anyways. I do this for my growth. I can take as many people with me. Make your goal bigger than yourself. Make it about the people you care and love. Send your kids to the best school. That's what you should do. Make those hard decisions today. I remember one of my mentors, he said that work hard today. Live an average life today. Spend less today. So the rest of your life would be the best of your life. Powerful words. Most people want instant gratification. Too sad. Most people who get instant gratification are usually land up having a lot of pain. Okay. Point number 9. Jordan, I want you to hold this team accountable for this. Make a list of who or what are you willing to give up. I need to know that. I'll give you an example. I've got a student of mine. He was not my student when I was talking to him. He's like, I want to do business, blah, blah, blah. He's 24 years old. I'm listening, but I was not paying much attention, right? I'm like, tell me more about you. So he was talking. Okay, he's a businessman. He told me something which caught my attention. And you know what he told me? He told me, I lost about 120,000 ringgit. I still remember I was having my lunch, I think. And I stopped my lunch and I looked in his eyes and I said, did you just say you lost 120,000 ringgit? He says, yes. I said, I stopped my lunch. I said, you've got my full attention. He was confused why I said that. Because I understand the pain he would have gone through to first make that money and then to lose it in a cleaning facilities management company that he was running for whatever reasons. I said, I'm interested now. Tell me more. Why? Because you need to make a list of what you're willing to give up. Because I know how that feels. I've lost a lot more than that. And I could see the hunger in him because of the pain he is going through. What's that list, man? I need to know that list. If you were my team members, I need to know what that list is. If someone told me I'm going to spend 1 hour less with my child, my heart would bleed, but I will give every single life in me to build that team. Because I know how big a sacrifice that is. Do I make sense? The others are like, no, it's weekend. No, it's this. No, it's family time. No, it's my TV time. Okay, then go and do whatever you want to do with your life, man. I'm not the guy. So what are you willing to give up, guys? And the last point, this one is mostly for Jordan and the senior members. As a team, guys, please get everyone on the same page. I'll give you an example. When we were in a recession, I had to let go of one of my top achievers. I'll repeat that. When we were in a recession back in Dubai, I had to let go. He was a full-time salaried staff because I had to cut down and I didn't know where to start. Most companies would say, cut down the ones who didn't perform. I agree. But also cut down the ones whose heart is not in the right place. So what I did is I was sad about this fact because he was an amazing human being, but he was not a team player. 400 employees, sales, probably 100. 5 bad people, 5 people who want to play alone will bring 95 down. Do you know that? That's the power of negativity. Do you know that? 10 people who are powerful, who work in a team, can lift the other 90. That's the power of team. So guys, if you are someone important in this team or even not, get on the same page. Fight with each other, okay? Fight with each other. If you don't like something Jordan said, tell him on his face. But stay on the same page, guys. Building what you're doing as a team is a relationship just like any other relationship. Think of your relationship with your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, children. You think it's always perfect? No, it's not. You have to work hard, right? Every relationship. So build this one as well, but stay on the same page. Some of you would be weak. Strong ones, pull them with you. Why? Because as a team, you will succeed. But as individuals, you will die, no matter how good you are. My secret to success, even till today, with $1 million businesses, and I say this in front of thousands of people, people look at me and tell me, Tahir, you're a very busy man. I said, no, I'm not. Then how do you run so many things? Simply because of my team. We are on the same page. We argue, we fight, we are on the same page. I keep an open mind. Sometimes you have to let go, that's okay. That's just a part of being alive. But we are on the same page. Guys, I strongly encourage you to do that. Right? Some of you would be smarter, stronger, faster. Take everyone else with you. Why? Because they will be able to complement you in ways you can't imagine. My first breakthrough was given by a friend of mine who was doing a full-time job. And I said, let me take care of your clients. That was my first one. My first client. Because we were a team. He could trust me with his client and knew that I will not be dishonest and run away. Team, guys. At that time, it was just two of us. And here I am now talking to thousands and thousands of people around the world just on real estate alone. Team. You know how many registered agents I had in the when we went into recession? Over 9,000 registered agents. Dubai doesn't have 9,000 real estate companies. They were international. Team, same page. Keep everyone on the same page, guys. Okay, so I've gone beyond my time. What I want to do now is, Jordan, I'll give the mic to you. I still want to take questions. I'm excited because I'm seeing some of you have really sacrificed feeding babies and all that stuff. I mean, my heart goes out to you right now because it shows me that you're hungry. So I want to take questions, Jordan. Anyone has any questions, they can ask in any language.
Okay, thank you so much, Tahir. All right, so like Tahir said, I hope you feel the same as I do, because every time I have session with Tahir, I feel the same. But I do want to share one story. You know, the last time when Lincoln attended Tahir open session, when you see him face to face, he was immediately decided to join us on that day. But unfortunately, Lincoln has something on the background that happened that he couldn't join us. But that was how it was. It's really about the mindset. So anyone want to ask any question, because it's a good opportunity, we can ask. You can ask in Mandarin too, Ellen. You know, Yvonne. Any question that you face, you think about something that you want to ask. You know, Tahir. Anything. You won't get a warning letter for that for sure. Let's take the opportunity. 掌握时间，快点来。有谁有问题吗 ？Jordan prepare 了一个长长的 list 嘛，对啊，快点。
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone start first?
Yep, come. Let's do it.
Hi Tahir, this is Dime here. I just wanted to find out how do you chance upon joining the real estates actually?
D, hi. How do I support what?
How do you chance upon joining the real estates?
I still cannot understand.
How do you started real estate, as in like how do you begin with your career in real estate?
Okay, how did I begin? All right, so I'll keep it short. How I started was I lost 285,000 Malaysian ringgit in a factory, which I had no clue about, but I got the money and I had to pay some people back. A friend of mine, 6, 7 in the morning in Dubai, I don't wake up early morning, guys. You should know that about me. Is working in the morning. I'm awake. He has a big smile on his face. I said, what do you do? Why do you have a big smile? It's 7 in the morning. And he smiles at me and says, he pulls out 30,000 ringgit plus minus check. I'm like, oh my God, what? Your job doesn't pay you this much. What do you do? He says, real estate. And I'm like, I'm in. Because I needed 280,000 ringgit. And then I was so excited. And then I stopped and I asked him, oh, what is a real estate? Because I didn't know at that time in 2003, what is real estate? So my first question to him was, what is real estate? He says, you know where you buy and sell properties? But I'm not rich. He says, no, you don't need to buy and sell. You will claim the buyers and sellers. I'm like, so I don't need to give any money down? No, you don't have to. I'm like, I didn't have any at that time. Boom, I'm in real estate. Whatever it is, that's how I started my real estate. True story. But by the way, the guy who got me in real estate, who used to make 30, 40, 50,000 ringgit a month, when I started my real estate, that guy made over 3 million ringgit. Okay, so that's how I paid him back. Of course, he worked hard for it as well, but by giving him opportunities 5 years down the line. Okay, so that's how amazing real estate is, and that's how I just started.
Thank you, Tahir. Awesome sharing.
Hi, Tahir. My name is Vincent. I have a question to ask. My experience in property industry since 2011. So just now you mentioned that list out all your contact, your previous buyer that has engaged with you. But the problem is because during my time in property industry, all my purchases actually going the had the half time because what I asked them to invest it at the moment, and then all the property they're not giving them the positive income. So if I were to call them, then I have this obstacle within me, telling me that I keep calling them. First of all, they will actually question me. Ask me to sell off their previous property. So that made me not confidence in again call the previous purchaser, because I actually did not help them to make the money. So how did you actually overcome this problem?
I love your
Vincent,
question.
let us
That is
call.
a very good question. Sorry, someone said something.
No, Dime say
No,
let
Vincent, you should let the sub-sale team call.
pass me the contact. That's a good one, Dime. I love
This is what will happen, Kim, right? So Kim-san, what you need to do is that you need to understand that when they haven't made money in your properties because of whatever reason, it doesn't matter, is you show up and you take responsibility. Now, you will only take responsibility for what you are responsible for, but you show up and you take responsibility. But what is interesting is what you need to do now is crack your head and check what's going to happen. Most people crack their head and say, too bad, loser, the market is down. Of course, they don't talk like that, but in the mind, they're thinking like that. Okay. So what I want you to do is that call all those people. In this process, Kim-san, the most important thing that will happen is you will change. Because you will get comments you wish you were dead. But those comments are going to build you and make you strong. I'll give you an example. I have a person who comes to me, and in fact, I'll give you an example of one of my students, right? So she has a bank loan of 110,000 US dollars, okay, bank loan. And she's like, after my coaching, she's like, oh my God, this was a bad deal, this was a bad deal, this was a bad deal. I'm like, great. And she looks at me and says, she's confused. Why am I saying great? I said, because you've got $110,000, now you have to pay the bank back. How much of that? What is your strategy to get that back? So immediately I changed the focus from, oh my God, I'm stuck and this, that, immediately to what is available in the market today, right? So when we will feel pressure, guys, all of you listen to me carefully, we will feel pressure if we make everything about ourselves. We'll feel sad, we'll feel depressed. But if someone says because of you and you can make it about them, okay, sure, the market is bad. We didn't see that coming. I'm new in real estate. Whatever the reason is, what can I do today? You ask this question to 10 people, someone will answer. Now, your own colleague just now said, give it to sub-sales, leverage. But you initiate the talk. Most people will chicken out. Most people say, no, that's a tough client. Oh boy. If you want to become rich, guys, you have to meet tough clients because the easy ones will not make you rich. So that's what I would like to do. Build your list. Put all those clients down on your list. And when the lockdown opens, go and meet them. Have some tea, coffee with them. They might, just because of the way you treat and care now, they might give you some referrals, man. Take that. I hope that answers the question.
Vincent, good. All right. Oh, I love this. Easy way will not get you rich. It's so important.
It won't.
Yeah.
Show me one person in real estate who easy way got rich. None. Zero.
就是说，容易的方法是不能把你变成更富有的，所以你一定要做你不觉得容易的方法，因为就是说 try 那比较难的。Any other questions? Come on, guys. Jordan, don't be shy. I know you want to open your mic.
No, the MCO problem, just now, if we follow the Tahir, just what he talked, then I think we will sort out lah.
You think? So what
the offline sales, yeah, I think can sort out if we do really 100%.
So I think maybe you can share like your challenges, like you always feel like MCO. I mean, as many other maybe juniors or senior might feel that during the MCO is impossible to do anything, right? But at the same time, we know that there will be a 2+2+2+2 weeks ahead. So tell Tahir, what's your challenge? I mean, what's your question about that? You think what Tahir shared just now will help you to solve the concerns and your challenges that you faced the past 3 weeks?
For me, I think it's just the discipline problem. For my personal problem, I think it's the discipline problem. For me to go and keep doing the things at the same time tomorrow and after, yeah.
can I add something here? Very important about MCO, right? Now, we all know that if we did not have MCO, all of us won't be closing million ringgits in sales. We all know that because we were not doing that before the MCO was closed. Number one. Number two, when the MCO is closed, the biggest advantage that I had was everyone was home. I've got the Unstoppable brand is in 61 countries across 5 continents, 34,000 entrepreneurs. Yeah. I was like, oh my God, before they're like, I'm there, I'm traveling, I'm in the plane, blah, blah, blah. Now everyone is home. What that allowed me to do was I was doing back-to-back video calls, back-to-back. By the time I'm done with this, I'm off to Netherlands because they just woke up. See, so what MCO allowed me to do is, is go for these people now. When you make your list and you find out what's their WhatsApp number, go on a video call, check how they are. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, half an hour. Just check where they are. Prospect. People might still be looking. They might say, I'll hold on to the money I'll hold on to the property till the market gets better. But hey, you're the property agent who reached out to them. So when the market gets better, guess who are they calling first? You. Wow. So that homework. So it's just like the story of Titanic, right? So it is not the iceberg at the top why Titanic was destroyed. It's the iceberg under the water they did not see. The same is true about MCO. MCO will open whenever. 14, 38, April, May, June, I don't know. But what I'm doing now, when I'm in MCO, the calls I'm making, oh boy, the moment MCO opens, everyone is going to call you first. Because every other agent will then start making the call. Poor mindset. So why am I putting so much effort now? I was supposed to talk to 500 people. I didn't. The event got canceled. No problem. I just spoke to 500 people yesterday. 3 different companies. We made it happen through Zoom calls. So what will happen when the MCO is lifted? And this was in Kuala Lumpur and Kota Kinabalu. So when the MCO is lifted, I'll be talking to 1,000, 2,000 people now, not 500 anymore. That is what MCO should be doing to you right now. Yeah, for all of you. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Jordan, I thought you got one more question about offline. Online offline too.
Right.
Anyone else? Your last chance. Golden $1 million question to get your 1 million tomorrow.
I just want to say something while you think of your questions is that Jordan said off plan. I made my millions in off plan, by the way, guys. No, not on plan. I got the on plans afterwards, but I made my millions in the off plan first. That was the most challenging market. And that's where I made money because I didn't want to go to the easy market anyways. Why? Because there's lots of money to be made in the challenging markets. So yeah, so if any one of you are doing off plan, my heart goes out to you, but there's billions of dollars in that market again and again. Yeah. So keep that in mind. Okay. Anyone else?
Oh yeah, this is my last question. So during this period, after the MCO, if let's say we were to approach our customer and say the previous purchaser, what is the tactic that you will actually use to ask them to buy again, or to encourage them to invest again? Because everybody is panicked at the moment. So how would you to start telling them, convince them, penetrate them, their mindset, you should buy now?
Okay. To penetrate someone's mindset, you have to first earn the respect of doing that. Let me explain the earn the respect part. So let's say you made 20 phone calls, 20 customers, and 20 customers, and I'm generalizing it, will tell you that, Kim, you know what, Kim-san, I'm gonna wait for the market. My question is, as a broker, okay, what are you expecting the market to do? Think of it as an interview, text messages on WhatsApp, video call, whatever it is. And you're taking notes, huh? Oh, I think the market will crash. Oh, I'm uncertain, I'm not sure. But if the MCO is lifted, what do you think should happen? They're like, hopefully the market goes down, great. So you're taking notes as they're talking, 10 minds, 10 people, 10 ideas. right? And when you take these notes, if anything comes out from the government that they were talking about, give them that article. It's free, man. But you should be doing your homework on what's coming out about properties in the government, Star News, editorial, all of that. Give them that article. Give them, hey, you were right. You know, the market is going down. You're the broker. Your job is to give them that information. No broker does that. They're like, oh, they can read it themselves. Yeah, but if they read it themselves, why will they call you when the MCO is lifted? So that's what you start doing now. Because you have the time. You're on your laptop, on your tablet, on your phone. Share that, man. Share those articles. That's what you should be doing 2-3 hours in a day. Share. And with a nice message. Don't spam people. Don't say select all, boom. No, don't do that. Say, hi, Jordan, one article. Don't. If someone sends me an article that says forwardy, I'm put off, man. It means you just spammed me on WhatsApp. I'm not interested. So do it. It takes effort. But people will realize that if I can see with my eyes forwardy, then of course they can see as well, right? So give them that article, leave a 1 or 2 line message, which is specific to them. Is that a lot of homework? Yes, it is. But guess who they will call after the MCO is lifted? You guys.
I think, yeah, that's also, and also we did some leaders actually do extra steps to provide some script, 4 or 5 different scenario, and then we can always, you know, change it according to the, I mean, this is very important, it's personalized it. Yeah.
Personalized.
Put a trick remark below, I love you below, so you better read the whole message before you copy and paste. I love to do that.
Does that answer your question?
Hey, yeah, does it answer your question, Vincent? All right, cool. Tayo, I got a question. Because we were planning of the leader session. Are we still doing a separate session, or this is the session, right? Can leader ask?
This is the session, and why don't we do separate? Because I don't want to do a session for more than 1 hour because our attention span will be lost. I could do. Okay, I'll leave you with this, Jordan. I could do another session for your core leadership. Give me a good reason to do it again. I'll be happy to do it.
Okay, all right. Okay, KK, you may ask the question now. KK, I'll think about the reason. KK, I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
KK, your mic still mute. Yeah.
Okay, actually, Mr. Tahir, you already answered the question that I want to ask now. Because I think the most challenging problem that we are facing now is the teammate. Sometimes they feel lost, sometimes they feel down. Then how would you advise them to keep motivated instead of, you know, always in the downside?
KK, first,
Of course.
Very happy that you're asking this question now, but yeah, sorry, please finish your question.
Okay, because that like our IQI Global, we also provide a lot of consider motivation training to the teammate. But all these things, after, you know, too many infos come into their mind, it become normal. They probably they won't follow, probably they don't know what to do.
Right.
This is what we are facing now. So we are actually trying to get and consider, is it solution or a way that help them out? Yeah, because I believe when they join real estate, first thing they definitely have to get.
You're right. So here's my answer. This is, by the way, KK, I'm very happy you're asking this question now because the team is here, right? So this is very important for the team to hear. Now, this is how I started my session. Knowledge is potential power. Great, give people knowledge. But if there is no execution about that knowledge, then what's the point? Now, does that mean you should stop giving knowledge? No. Give knowledge directionally in a direction. Off-plan is different. Sub-sale is different. Rental is different. Freehold is different. JB market is different. Penang is different. Understand your clientele in that market. All that knowledge may not apply to a particular person and hence can confuse the person. Don't hold people accountable for knowledge. Hold people accountable for taking action. If I was your team leader right now, I would be interested in seeing their list. I would be interested in seeing those 20 WhatsApp messages a day, regardless of knowledge, because knowledge we can take care. Knowledge, okay, you know, shit, man, I don't have that knowledge. Jordan, can you help me? KK, can you help me? Sure. But that action is what is missing right now, because you can only motivate people that much. I'll give you an example. I was doing a talk last year in Manila, in Philippines, 1,000 people in a basketball court, entrepreneurs. Right after food, right after lunch was my session. And I know people in the Philippines love eating food. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to do my session right after that. So I went and spoke to the DJ. I told the DJ, for 5 minutes, you're going to pump up the music. I'm going to get 1,000 people on their feet jumping. I did that. That video is on my YouTube channel as well. I did that because there's no point me talking for 1 hour and everyone is like, food coma. See, what a waste of my time, man. I don't know about their time, but I'm not going to waste my time doing that. So if anyone is not taking action, if anyone says, where's your list? 20 people, 30, 40, 50, yes and no, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a clientele list, you're not in business, man. It doesn't matter how much you know. So that's one example, KK. The other example is, okay, now you've done the list, show me your messages. Accountability. Yeah. So I thought you were saying something. Your mic is on mute. So accountability is the baby steps that you need to perfect to create massive income. It's not like a big Michael Jordan, basketball player. We all know Michael Jordan, right? Basketball player. Guess what? He says, maybe I fooled you with my success. You should have seen the 9,000 shots I didn't take. That is what made me a legend. So it's the small steps that you don't do that defines your failure, not the knowledge and the motivation. Because knowledge and motivation, we can give a lot. But who can make you do? No one may put a gun on your head and make you do things, right? So that's what you want to do as a team. Get the basics done, number one. Number two, KK, perfect the basics. Oh boy. And then see the magic. Yeah. Good. Good. All right. Any last questions, anyone, before I wrap this up? There is a very minimal chance you'll get to see me face to face.
Well,
Unless you come to one of my speeches, yeah? So
last $1 billion questions. Alan. Our Taiko Alan. You can ask in Mandarin, I can translate. Anything that's stopping you to close $1 billion this month? 1 million this month. Now I love my $1 billion. Alan, come on. 係擺你上台㗎啦，快啲！
没有问题，没有问题。
问华语也可以，你可以问说为什么你这样还是不能开工，还是不能早起来找我？全部人看着你，要听你讲的。来，
没有问题，没有问题，没有东西讲
啊？肯定有问题啊！你没有感受到Tahir的？
没有。
Okay, he's shy. One of my future leader. Anyone else?
Hi Tahir, I have one last question. How do you actually remain hungry after all this while? What actually push you to continue, doing this or even achieve greater heights?
Great question, and I talk a lot about this in my speeches as well. First, when I was new in real estate and I had negative 285,000 Malaysian ringgit to pay back, that was hungry. That was me hungry. Oh my God, surviving, right? Trying to pay the investors back. Then I started making money. I was still hungry because I wanted my car, I wanted my house, I wanted to travel the world, and I was doing that then. I had Range Rover, BMW, Land Cruiser, you name it. Dubai is a car heaven, guys, and I was in my 20s at that time. So that is what kept me hungry. But my life changed once I became a multi-millionaire. What happened is I realized I don't need a couple of $1 million to live. You don't. None of us do. Bill Gates doesn't need it. Sir Richard Branson doesn't need it. Jack Ma doesn't need it. You name it. So what happened to me was what makes me hungry today is my purpose in life became other people. My purpose, Bill Gates, what is he trying to do? He's trying to remove disease from the planet. Measles, malaria. He's a billionaire. Big problems, right? Tesla, what are they trying to do? Tesla is more in value than Toyota, BMW and Mercedes combined together. It didn't even exist 5 years ago or 6 years ago. Why? Because what kept him hungry, Elon Musk, is how they can serve humanity. But the problem is, if you are struggling to run your kitchen, you can't serve humanity. So for me, it's about serving humanity. I feel restless. This is confidential, Jordan. So you want to cut this? I want this group to know this. But whenever whatever we do with the video, we will remove this. I am busy feeding poor people every day. I was doing that before lockdown. I'm doing that 3 times more today. That keeps me hungry. Because of what I do, someone can have food on the table. Last year, 15-ton food. As a community, Africa, we fed 15 tons of food to 3,500 kids for 2 months, and they would have second meal to eat in a day. That is what keeps me hungry today. And that's why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I know that if I can impact 10 people, that's times 3, that's 30 people's life. But if that can compound and duplicate, that's hundreds of people just from this session alone. That is what makes me hungry. Me seeing the vision that some of your kids would go to the best schools, some of you would travel to the best destinations with the people you love and care, that is what keeps me hungry. I know how that feels, but that is not enough. That's why this session, that's why I give everything I've got right now. Great question. Thanks.
Thank you, Tahir.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so Jordan, shall we wrap this up then?
Yes, thank you so much. Yep. This is
My
really
pleasure.
amazing. I mean, I wanted the whole team to feel what I feel on for the past 1 month plus, 2 month plus, and this is just awesome. Thank you so much, Tahir, especially doing this for our team. And I can't. It's speechless that how I want to express my thankfulness. I mean, my gratitude to you.
Well, thank you very much, guys. I hope I was able to serve you, add some value to you, and Google me, add me. I'm pretty much everywhere. Ask Jordan, he can help you with that. And I look forward to serving you. I don't know, whenever we do our next session. Okay, so take care. Stay strong, guys.
I think everyone should get a book of Tahir. I'm ordering mine because I got robbed and my book was gone. So I really encourage. I read until the say Tahir book is the only book that I really read. Like, oh, really. So I was too late and it was robbed. But I hope the book make the one who robbed the robber a millionaire soon. But that is just yeah. And Tahir is giving us a special discount to buy his book. So I'll share with you guys later on a separate note. Yeah, Yana, I need you to collect the interest from us and the DMG. And trust me, this book will make you a millionaire. Together with our training, of course. Thank you, Tahir, again.
My pleasure. See you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.